All right, what's up, everybody? This is Spooky, and I'm back with Tasty Steve. So happy that we are back, and we're here to talk to you about Virtua Fighter 6, where 2 huge trailers have dropped that we want to check out alongside you.
Yeah, man, if you guys saw the Video Game Awards, Jeff Keighley showed the very first footage of Virtua Fighter 6 to everybody's surprise. And then at CES, Nvidia showed a concept video in-game engine for Virtua Fighter 6, actually kind of giving us something to expect for the new game coming out.
Word. So we're going to check them both out alongside you guys right now. Let's take a peek at that first one.
All right, so for those who don't know, this is the footage that they showed at the Video Game Awards, the very first footage of Virtua Fighter 6.
You can see like the reflection of the whole city in the eye, the real hyper, the depth of field, the hyper focus in the engine. This by itself looks cool.
And they talked about this video and like what the sayings mean about like, hey, we're finally back, Virtua Fighter's finally back in the mainstream. But they also showed that like they're working with the guys who developed the Yakuza games and Like a Dragon games. All those games are actually going into the Virtua Fighter development, and the same company's actually working on them. So we can expect some very physical and really action-packed like combat, and you can expect from right here.
Oh, the water effects. Oh, for real, this makes me think of, all right, I saw a movie recently called Ip Man Legacy, and it was like a side Ip Man movie. And him with the hat fighting, for real, makes me think of one of the characters in that movie, and just like the style, where they were fighting at, and the environment, what it looked like. Everything about this looks beautiful.
Look, I don't know if you guys know this, but Spooky is a hardcore, like myself, old school kung fu movie guy. So this very much scratches an itch in the back. Look at this! Look at this! This looks ridiculous! Look at that! Tessel's on call? Hook it up, bro! Come on! Come on!
That was the first hype trailer, guys, that we saw, and that was just kind of showing you a little bit of what's going on there. Now they have another trailer too that I got for you, so give me a second, I'm gonna load it up. And this one, all right, is just to warn you guys, this is a conceptual trailer, all right?
Yes.
But me, personally, as a Kung Fu fan, like Steve was just saying, if the game for real is anything like this trailer, I'm telling you that I'm gonna lose my shit.
And you can actually see the characters walking into the stages.
So look how beautiful this looks.
And look at the shadow.
Somewhere. Oh, he ran into some other fool. Time to battle.
Dog.
That's it. Let's go.
Now look at this. This is legit like throwback old school kung fu movie. They got the slow-mos. They got the whips.
Get up, the way he's getting up from the floor, like immediately. Everything about it.
Look at the gravel kicking off the ground while they're fighting. But as you can see, pre-development in-engine footage, not actual gameplay.
Hold on. Still though, to talk about this one more time, all right?
Okay.
All right. Yes, this is not actual gameplay. They're even warning you, right? But if the game is anything like this, okay, whether it's they try to combine some concepts of what they've done in Yakuza before, the knockdown looks so smooth, and then the way he gets up, that's so much like a real fight, and it's so different compared to every other fighting game where you kind of fall for like 3 seconds, and then you lay there, and then you get back up, right? This is just perfect. It for real looks like a fight. It's so crazy.
It looks really cool. Like, it looks actually amazing. And on top of that, I am an Akira player. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, hold on. Like, they gave him either a lot of new moves or this is just 100% concept. But I'm glad that they actually showed that, right? It has been years since we've even seen this kind of like early showing of the game in these different states, I feel like, that are really gonna like make people kind of like wait and be like, oh, I can't wait to play this game.
That's for real me though right now, because you know we've been looking for new concepts in fighting games, and you can tell every game developer's doing it. But all the new concepts in fighting games to me that I see is just make the game more aggro, make the game more aggressive, throw in a super in there, throw in an FADC style mechanic, and you see it with every game, right? This is the first one that, I mean, in neither of those trailers they didn't show anything that resembled a super move to me. I didn't see no meters outside of a life meter. That's all I saw. All I saw was 2 people get into a fight. If anything, with the way they were trying to revolutionize it was the environment. It was making it look like you were in a real world that you were coming to, and then you just ran into somebody and it was time to fight, time to brawl just for no reason. That concept of a raw just fight is just so good to me.
Well, I mean, look, I forgot who said this, but somebody actually mentioned this on the interwebs. They were saying like, hey, like they're making blocking look interesting again, if that's the case. And like, I think that's amazing as well.
That's true, because he's doing the they're blocking like a martial arts movie. And there's no way that that's real, and yet at the same time,
that's what I'm saying. Like
somehow that's real. The only game that I could think of that comes close is that game Sifu.
Yeah.
And that's got a lot of like you could parry multiple enemies even while you're fighting stuff like that. But even that, you know, there's kind of like rules to the parrying, right? That looked like there was no rules.
That looked so fluid that I'm like, bro, you can't even tell when somebody's hitting a button. Like, there is no differentiation, there's no stop, there's no skipping in the animation. But I think that's a testament to the studio working on the game more than anything, right? How fluid the game looks is definitely not gonna be comparable. I believe, and I could be wrong. Sega, make me a believer. Prove me wrong, please. I really and truly hope so. But even more so, just like the fact that like we had these two examples of the game, and like even though the first footage that they showed looked a lot more like traditional VF, it also looked like the next step in evolution of Virtua Fighter.
It looked so much better.
Looked amazing. So you already had me at the first teaser when they showed that small off-screen footage, and the new footage just the same really did get me hyped because once again, it's very much like an old kung fu movie. It's very seamless. If you go back and just see how the stage introduction, the shadows on the font when they're walking in, showing that it's Sega. Even like you can see how early in development it is because of the life bars and how they kind of presented it, but it definitely tells you that they have a concept.
This trailer is ridiculous. One more time, guys, we gotta look at it.
Dog, look at this. The shadow, like that was part of the presentation that they're looking to go for, right? Where you see the text and then the shadow is projected on them in real time.
On the top of the moves and everything, the movement, and everything about this is too sick.
And every time they throw a kick, you see the grapple come off the ground. You see earlier in the video when they step in this small puddle of water over there, you see that go off. And this is obviously not going into the engine of the game itself, but the physics of the game are on display in this trailer right here, and that's what you want.
Man, too good. Anyway, guys, pretty much we wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about it. I know you guys are all hyped. We wanted to let you know that we definitely hyped too. Anyway, thanks for watching the videos. Thanks so much for watching the EUO video too that we talked about. So many of you guys have been checking it out. And Steve, anything you want to say before we go, bro?
Hey, look, we're both big Virtua Fighter fans. I've been playing Virtua Fighter for a long time. I've been waiting for this game to come out. But you tell us at home, how do you guys feel about the footage that you've seen compared to the original footage and that new concept footage? Are you guys excited? What are you excited for about the new Virtua Fighter? With that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. Like, subscribe, and let us know how you guys feel. Until the next time, peace.